I'm sitting kind of low. Dang. What's going on, y'all? Good morning, good people. Saturday, February 5th, 2022. The Spade of Spades podcast. Sorry for the delay. Our guest, he is on the way up. We are back with another edition of the program. All right. You want to jump right into it? You want to kind of wait for John to get up here, talk about ghosting?
Got anything on your mind that you want to talk about first?
Well, on that or just in general?
In general.
I mean, so I watch Kwame Brown's content on his YouTube, and there was this, I guess there's this big thing with, I guess, like Dwayne Wade's like kid or something was.
Which one?
I don't know if it was his son or not, but basically they was honoring like Kobe Bryant, right? But the way in which they was honoring him, instead of honoring him with his jersey, like wearing his jersey or whatever, the occasion was, it was like a jersey dress. And
he gotta be the daughter, his daughter.
Yeah, I guess. And so Kwame was like, why are you honoring a heterosexual man with a jersey dress? And more so, he
feel the type of same way where it was just like a.
Well, you know, he was more so directing it at Dwayne Wade, obviously not the kid. But I mean, I didn't think it was that big of a deal.
I don't think it's a big deal. I think he's only saying that because.
But I get the angle he's coming from, but I don't think that so what really made that story what it was is the fact that the that show The Real. Mm-hmm. First of all, I'm not a big fan of that show. I'll just leave it at that. But basically, those ladies was trying to paint the narrative that he was attacking the child. But of course, Kwame made it clear in the video that I'm not. Yeah, that's the picture right there. I'm not attacking the child. I'm directing this at Dwayne Wade, the father, who's supposedly a heterosexual male, and this is how you honor your supposed friend Kobe Bryant in this manner.
I feel like if that was his daughter that was like born a female, I don't think it would have been an issue. I think it's only an issue because that's the son that identifies as a female.
Yeah.
So I don't understand it. Because if it was that, like I said, I don't think it would have been an issue. I don't think if that was his born, female daughter, that he would have the same issue with that. Like, you a heterosexual? It wouldn't have been none of that. It wouldn't have been none of that. I'm thinking this. Yeah. I'm not saying that he's attacking the child. But
no, he wasn't attacking the child. Yeah.
Yeah, but the reason why he's saying that is because that he identifies female. You feel what I'm saying? And I don't get it. You know what I'm saying? It is what it is.
I mean, I get your kid identifies as whatever, right? But I think just from a respect factor, and I think this is the angle I think Kwame was coming from a respect factor as what Kobe was as a man, and Dwayne being what he supposedly as a man, being married, got a family, whatever. Any other time, right? Yeah, your kid can, you know what I'm saying? They can wear whatever, however they want to wear it. But when it comes to your friend, right, that was a certain kind of man, and you honor him in that light, that's why he was raising the question like, yo, like that's not the way to go about doing that. Like as a father, have the conversation with your child. Like, I understand, like, you identify as whatever, but you're gonna put this regular jersey on.
I don't see the big deal.
No, I mean, I don't see the big deal, but I'm just saying that's the angle he was coming from. And the real, they basically try to paint the narrative that, oh, you're attacking the child. Well, he made it clear he wasn't attacking the child. So.
Well, the way you put it, it don't seem like he's attacking the child, but I think he is being ignorant to the fact that he identifies, and then he thinks and I guess he's taking it as disrespect because he is a heterosexual male, and then you're not heterosexual and you wear the dress. I think it's weird. I think it's stupid, and you know how I feel about Kwame. I think he full of shit. I think he's sad that the fact that he got clowned on all those years, and now he's trying to. Now he's just doing anything for clout just to get bread. That's what I think.
Nah, I don't think so.
You talking about Kwame Brown?
Yeah,
I don't.
That's who said that.
I don't think so. First of all, at first I was a huge fan of Stephen A. Smith at first. Now, nah. Because when I started watching Kwame videos and I started like doing my own research and like dived into like what he was talking about, I'm like, damn, like, because the word bust, you don't hear the word bust when it comes to white players.
Bullshit.
I heard the word bust when it came to Adam Morrison
and Darko Milicic.
Do you hear it in the same light? Do you hear it as much when
like
it comes to white?
Darko, yes.
There's been white players that was
Darko, yes, because he was picked over Melo.
Yes, that's a fact. That's a fact.
There's Stephen A. Smith.
Yes, because he was picked over Melo. Specifically him.
There's Stephen A. Smith direct that energy towards white players the same as black. No, he doesn't.
Yes.
Bro, no, he doesn't.
Yes, he does.
I'm telling you, he doesn't.
I think Vic is talking about volume.
Are you talking about in this specific or as
I'm
a whole?
About in general. Does he direct that energy towards white players in general? With black players, he don't.
I think he holds black players more accountable.
Thank you.
No, what it is
thank you.
No, it's not. No, it's not about holding him accountable because anybody that comes from the hood that's 18 years old that make it to the league making $80 million from a contract, and back home you got everybody in your neighborhood that's getting shot up.
Yeah.
How the fuck can you consider them a bust?
Not in life, in basketball. That's the thing that he tried to separate. Some people don't try to separate, like people like Russell Westbrook and all that. He's talking about basketball wise. He's not talking about overall as a person. You made it. You made it, bro. And he said that on numerous occasions.
Stephen A. Smith.
The reason why I think he gets so much hate is because he got kind of that old nigga on the plantation mentality.
Who?
Where it was like, don't you do that. You know what I'm saying?
Who, Stephen A?
Matt's gonna get you. No, yeah.
Yeah, he is on the plantation.
Yeah, but I don't think he does what people says, like he put the black man down. He does that. He don't do that.
I think any voice in this climate, and he has a loud voice, and he has a voice that holds weight in our community. I think those voices that go against what we like, we're always going to push back on it. Like in our community, we just don't like voices like that.
Yeah, okay, look.
He hold people accountable. Sometimes he be like. I'm not gonna say like he right all the time. And sometimes I be like, bro, chill.
Like
you know what I'm saying?
Like his thoughts on Cap. Like the whole situation with that. Like he wanted to hold him accountable. He said he don't really want to play for real. I disagree with him, but he did make a point that, bro, you did a whole lot. The NFL gave you a chance, and then you still kind of made it about being a martyr. Like, that's a point. Now, we could say how, like,
and then they say
he tap dancing, but
it's
like,
not. It's the truth because he wasn't doing nothing.
I think a lot of us go. I think a lot of black leaders go with the trend, and they don't say what needs to really be said. Everybody wants to be
so
everybody.
I think he's the leader.
Definitely, he's the only black voice really at ESPN. He's the only.
Y'all gotta dig into Stephen A. Man.
But before Stuart Scott,
y'all gotta dig
before
into
Stuart
Stephen A.
Scott,
y'all gotta dig into him.
Stephen A. Smith has. If you've ever seen him on when he was here in DC, Okay, he's been like this for years.
Yeah.
And he never. And to me, I personally felt like he just really digs in when he feels like he wants to, again, express himself.
Right.
And he's been like this for too long. And when it comes to black athletes, period, he goes way over hard on them. And that's why whenever those black athletes come back at him, which has been seen like with Kevin Durant and others, he sort of is like, oh, I'm sorry, I didn't mean to do that, and all that stuff, because he's afraid to lose that clout. He's afraid to lose that bridge of getting that access. He's always been like that back and forth type of dude, because when it comes to someone like him, I question it. He's just a straight up writer, and that's all he does. He never played a game, even though he claims he knows all about it, but he really never played a game. Yeah. So for me, I feel like, someone like him, I just like tune him out and let him walk away.
He played the game and he wasn't very good at it either, and he blew his knees out. Because y'all know he used to work with ESPN at one point, and he got let go. So the way he was when he was with ESPN that first stint is not how he is now.
When he had, quite frankly, yes, he was.
I'm talking about as far as attacking black players and affecting their contracts and their money.
When has he ever done that? When does he ever affect somebody's money, bitch?
Look what he's doing to Kyrie Irving right now.
What are you talking about? He did that to himself. Don't do that. How is he affecting Kyrie?
What you talking about as far as the vaccine?
How? How is he affecting Kyrie? Kyrie did that to himself.
You know how many white players that are in the league that aren't vaccinated?
It's not that many white players, though.
That's not the point, though.
It's not that many white players that has an opportunity to win chips.
First of all,
that's what's his issue with Kyrie.
First of
you
all,
brought KD, you brought James. Neither of them wanted a vaccine, and they came to Brooklyn for you, and you don't get the vaccine.
I think Shaq.
That's my thing.
Shaq echoed the same points. Like, bro, like,
and he's against vaccines, but he's just saying though.
What happened to individual choice?
Right.
I'm not saying that's you saying that he's denying that. He's not denying that, but then
they're talking about as far as to win a chip.
That's what I'm saying.
I understand.
They made the same sacrifices and they came to there for you.
I get that. But at the end of the day, where are we at? We're in the USA, right?
Yeah.
That shouldn't be a rule in the first place, Vic. You arguing against the wrong thing. We're not saying that it shouldn't have been a rule.
I'm not saying that they shouldn't be able to choose. They can choose, but when they put that team together to win a championship.
I get that.
And Kyrie being a part-time player is not helping them win a championship. They're under 500. They're under 500 with 3 Hall of Fame players.
Are they overall?
29-33. I just watched it this morning. 29-33. They lost at Utah last night. Yeah. That's bad.
But they a mess, bro.
That's bad. And James Harden.
And they talking about him going to the Sixers.
In his mind, he's like, bro, like, I didn't come here for this.
Yeah, I get it.
I came here to make sacrifices to win a chip.
And he could have went the Sixers
anywhere. Like that's a point. Let's be honest. Like, Stephen A is just a voice. People say stuff, whatever. But
what about when he talk about? When he stick up for us, he be certain stuff when he be sticking up for us. I'm like, this nigga about to get fired.
Yes,
like realize I'm like, he about to get fired. I'm like, bro, he about to get fired. Oh God.
The whole. I mean, okay, yeah, he picks and chooses when he sticks up for us.
Okay, that's fair.
He picks and chooses when he. I mean, he does do it, but I mean, he's directed to do it. The whole thing with the Nigerian soccer team, right?
Basketball.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Like that's a prime example. You clown the soccer team, and then now you gotta and then he didn't give like a full apology. It was like a half-hearted apology.
No, yes he did.
I disagree with him on that.
Yes he did.
I disagree with him on that.
Yes he did.
All right.
I didn't like that.
Okay, no, question. Okay, so what apology did you hear? Because he did 2 apologies. He did one on First Take, then he did one on Stephen A's World.
Well, I do 2.
I didn't watch the Stephen A. I didn't watch.
He did 2.
Well, I do 2.
Because there wasn't a lot of time left.
Come on, man.
So he did a full one.
Come on, man.
On Stephen A's World that he said that he was going to continue to do on the show.
I agree.
Okay. Okay.
That's not. He was wrong on that one.
If you like it, I
guess.
love it. I'm not a fan of him no more.
I guess.
I'm not a. I don't even watch First Take like that. I'm more of a Fox guy.
And he got Max fired.
That's
He's
a
not
fact.
fired.
Yeah, he got fired.
he got Max Kellerman
He got
fired.
yeah, that's why. Yeah, at first,
Fired.
like,
He's not fired from
look,
ESPN or the show.
no,
I'm
I'm
telling
telling
y'all,
y'all
hey,
on the
look.
show on First Take. On First Take.
I don't know if that's fired though,
Hey,
because he
look,
still does more. He
okay.
still does his own.
He's not
Keyshawn
fired
in the
off
morning.
ESPN,
Yeah,
but he was
fired off
fired from First
First
Take.
take, yes.
That's a fact.
Okay, I mean, if you call
Hey,
that,
look, I'm telling y'all,
That's a
man, do
fact.
y'all research, man. Do y'all research? I was a huge fan at first, but then when I started listening to Kwame, then I started like checking like what he's saying, and then like doing some digging, and then like really watch how he talked to certain athletes versus other athletes. Yeah, you're not it for me.
I feel
You can be on the other side. You're not a part of the community, in my opinion. You pick and choose when you wanna
Same way you
know,
feel
walk-
about Stephen
walk
A.
around.
Same way I feel about Kwame.
I feel you. I looked at what Gilbert was saying about Kwame.
He a clown too.
Nah, Gil's
How Gil clown?
He a clown too.
called him out, bro.
He a clown too. I'm telling y'all.
I
y'all-
guess if you
I'm not saying that
critical,
Gilbert not a clown,
I
but
mean,
what he
look.
said in that moment to Kwame was factual.
clown far as what? Like
what he did
what you
with
mean?
Washington as
Like
a
he a
leader.
clown ass dude,
Yes.
or he a clown? Like that's two different things. I don't think he a clown ass. Well,
Okay. I mean, hey, that's your
okay,
opinion, bro.
he got some clownish ways.
Yeah, no, you know, he's done some clown
He has
things.
some-
I'm just
he
talking
does some
specifically what he
clownish
said to
things.
Kwame.
because you a clown.
Yeah,
Right.
That's why I was trying to. That's why I'm not a clown ass nigga though.
He's both.
Explain why you feel like that.
Why?
How about
comes to
Gil?
Gilbert.
Yeah.
Why
Yeah, I
about
think he's a
Gil?
troll. I think he's a troll
yeah,
for
I
sure.
think
all the above.
yeah,
But what makes him that?
What makes him what? Which one?
a clown ass dude.
Yeah.
It's not enough time in the show for that.
Okay.
As a okay, all right, cool.
This is-
We-
that's
we-
the-
we gonna have to come
he
back.
has done
That's cool.
petty stuff. Like he's
Yeah,
a petty ass dude. He's a troll.
And he said that, but he admits to that.
His podcast is called No Chill Gil.
Okay.
All right, whatever. Let's move on.
I mean, hey, look. If y'all like it, I love it, man.
Same thing with Kwame.
I'm just saying, do y'all research. I mean, cause I was a huge fan of Gil, Stephen A, all that. And when I started doing my research, I'm like, yeah, y'all not it for me.
You just been watching a lot of Kwame.
I watch a lot of everybody, and I do my research.
Man, Kwame is man, whatever.
I mean, we get it. I mean,
How you feel about Stephen A? How I feel about Kwame?
They say Gil.
you gotta do your research though, bro.
They said in my
You
comments.
gotta watch his videos.
I have.
They say Gil is the NBA equivalent of 50 Cent.
That's a fact.
I agree.
Bow! He's shots fired.
You wouldn't call 50 a clown, but we know he a troll.
No, he a clown though. He ain't a clown ass dude, but he a clown.
But as an individual,
exactly.
like as a producer,
He's a clown.
you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
You know,
He's a clown.
he trolls.
That's a perfect analogy.
He's
too.
a 100%
Because they good
troll.
they good at business wise, and they are the ultimate troll. Who's a bigger troll in NBA sense than Gil? Who's a bigger troll in rap instead of 50?
And I don't know if I'm going around saying 50 is a clown person, like as a person. Nah, I'm not saying that because I respect what he's done.
The same thing with Gil.
50, I'm there with y'all on 50. Gil, nah.
I feel you. Hey, that's fine. That's fine. Good looks, Jay.
What's up, bro?
What's up, Brody?
Welcome to the program, man.
I know I was a little late.
It's all good. It's all good. I was too, cuz. It's all good. Toast to Strudel!
I think he created that name, dog.
No, I know I didn't.
Who did?
No, I didn't. It was Coach Tim.
Oh, he did.
It was Coach Tim.
It did.
I just sized it.
Yeah.
I was calling you that
I think
every
you
day.
made it go viral.
Yeah,
I think you made it go viral.
He said he started it. I just put more. Yeah. I put yeah.
What's good?
What's up with you? You been, hey, look.
Man, he doing this thing. I need to get a plate. On God. I need to get a plate. For real.
Man, you doing your thing with a little bit of everything.
Yeah, man.
I need a plate. I need a T-shirt.
All that.
Like we gonna talk about it. We gonna talk about it.
What y'all want to know?
So for the
Introduce
shirts.
Oh, that
You
started.
got you got plus size shirts?
Yeah, of course.
Okay,
Come on.
no,
No, because
we talked about it. We talked about it on the show. We talked about the show when it comes to these black companies, man. And I'm like, y'all
I
be
remember
wanting
you
to
talking about this.
Y'all be wanting to fuck with. Y'all be wanting us to fuck with y'all, but shop black, all that. Most of y'all family thick.
Yeah,
Most of y'all family thick, and the biggest size you got is an extra large.
yeah.
Auntie not fitting that. Uncle not fitting that. Come on now.
Not even a 2X.
Like, what's going on?
Yeah.
Oh, 1X.
Nah, man, sometimes it should be largest. You know, remember I was talking about what's the name? What's his name? E.
Yeah.
Dude, all homage. I'm like, dude, I want this shirt.
Oh yeah, Malik. Yeah.
Yeah, now he got it. Now he good now.
Yeah.
He probably he heard me.
too. You be rocking a lot of this stuff.
He heard me though.
Hey, I'm big on wearing black on, man.
this
I
nigga
pretty much wear all black on stuff now.
Oh yeah.
Yeah. Nah, I feel that.
Like shooters.
Yeah. Yeah. We got a bunch of them.
Yeah,
Around here.
shooters. You know, all homage. A bunch of different you know, companies. We gotta support our people, man.
No, for real.
I'm
with that.
Put money in their pocket so they can expand their brand too, man.
That's a fact. My mother said, "Hey,
Hey, she used to pick me up after practice, bro.
that's a fact." And I used to hate that shit. not for you. This is period. I'm trying to go home.
I know.
Man, they used to blow me. Oh
Yeah,
my God. She used to take multiple people home too.
Yeah.
I got homework.
Yeah,
I was
yeah,
bullshit to study all.
yeah.
Like I gotta.
All right, John. For those who don't know who you are, let's give the audience a
Introduction.
brief intro. Who you are and
Yeah. So, you know, I'm Jonathan Sturdivant. I'm a private chef, clothing designer. Someone called me like a minister a little bit, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah, glory.
Like, all that, like all in one. All in one, dude. But overall, you know, I'm private chefing right now. I do that basically full time. And my business for that is called Salt and Light. And then my business for my clothing line is called Son of Man, with the U instead of the O. And yeah, I mean, that's who I am. That's what I do, you know?
so. Which one of your passions was? Well, which one's your passion? Mm-hmm. Which one has been something you've always wanted to take a dive into, or was it just?
It's just,
You wanna try it out?
man, honestly, like, I just had a vision in 2016, 2017, just to have, like, just this message. When I first created Son of Man, I had this idea, because I didn't really know, like, I knew I had a message I wanted to give to the world, but I didn't really know how I was going to display that or push that message to the world. And I just had a vision of doing a clothing line. Me and my friend was having a conversation about fashion, and I started to do the clothing line. I had the idea to make the shirt. It's John 1 and 5 shirt. And it said, the light shines into the darkness, and the darkness will never extinguish it. And then I had a lighthouse on the back. Okay. And the lighthouse represented all those who were lost, and basically Jesus saying that you can come to the lighthouse if you're lost, because this is what makes you found. Okay. You know what I'm saying? And that's really what overall did it. And that just represented who I was, like, as a person. You know what I'm saying? Even though I can't swim, but like the lighthouse is that to the world, and that's like who I am. You know what I'm saying? Like, they needed to see who I was and how my brand and like my message just being that in this dark world. You know what I'm saying? So yeah, I think overall, that's how I started that. That's how it went. And, you know, we was pretty successful with it.
That's cool.
Which one do you love the most?
Here's the thing. I've been cooking. I went to culinary school in 2017, 2018, and I love to cook, but overall, I just like business the most. You know what I'm saying? Like, I'm not gonna retire a chef. I'm not gonna retire a fashion designer either. But I think I will die an entrepreneur. And I think that's overall my biggest gift to the world is just helping people up, helping people understand, like, when we talk about our people, like business and how to do that and how to be financially free and how to make your own choices and how to do those things. And I think a lot of us coming from our areas with no connections, with no, somebody putting wealth into our back pockets. A lot of us need to take that route of entrepreneurship because that's the quickest way to like become free, you know what I'm saying, and build that generational wealth is through business. And I learned that, like, right now I'm about to read Rich Dad Poor Dad, and
that's a book I would definitely want to read.
And what's crazy about it is I knew about it for a long time.
Yeah.
But when you're an entrepreneur and you building your business, all that stuff sticks faster because you actually seeing it, you actually building it. You know what I'm saying? And I'm not like the biggest reader ever. I have read some books, but I like to read books that are purposeful. You know what I'm saying? That you can apply right now.
Yep.
And I can apply all of what he's saying right now because I'm building it right now. You know what I'm saying? Like, I just don't read just to gain knowledge. I read to apply that knowledge. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
And if I can't apply it, it ain't gonna really do it. It's not gonna resonate. You know what I'm saying? So that's where, like, I recommend everybody, like, if you building a business right now, that book is the book for you because all that stuff is like, that's the gospel for business. Like, you need that in your life because it will separate what we've come to believe as like opening a business and stuff like that. And then it'll change your perspective on how to really do it. You know what I'm saying? Because we as a people, we've been held back. Like, we don't know this stuff. You know what I'm saying? We've been, ain't nobody came and taught us no business classes. We ain't had no financial literacy in high school. We didn't have this stuff. We didn't have that access. So now it's like we just gotta go get it and bring it back to our people. And that's what I'm doing.
Yeah, and and we've talked about this on the show as far as, we get the knowledge, but now it's time that we start filtering it down to everyone coming up behind us.
That's a fact.
Because it's cool to be spearhead something, have it grow the way you want it to, be successful. But then when you die, like, no one is keeping that running for you. Because you want to take that to the grave thinking like, oh no, like, I'm not passing off to nobody. Like, this, I want this to be just my own thing.
Yeah, a lot of us do that, man. A lot of us don't share that wealth, you know what I'm saying? And not even just with money, but my voice, you know what I'm saying? Like, teaching you how to do it. Like, even when it came to, like, my clothing line, like, there's a lot of successful clothing lines around here, but it wasn't a lot of people who was passing on the knowledge how to become that successful clothing line. You know what I'm saying? And that's our, we got that crabs in the barrel mentality. Like, we
did a whole show on that.
We don't want to, if I teach you how to get on, I'm gonna lose mine. You know what I'm saying? And like, nah, like, I think because this is what white people do. Like, they don't have no problem. And I know this for a fact because I work with them right now. Like they don't have no problem sharing it because they're not intimidated by what you're going to do. You know what I'm saying? And we often get intimidated by our people. You know what I'm saying? Like, oh, if I give you this, if I teach you how to do this, you're going to take away what I got going on. And it's like, nah, like,
I scared to lose or something.
Yeah, because we never had nothing. You know what I'm saying? And I think for real, it's like, yo, I really got to show my job is to show people a different perspective. You know what I'm saying? A different way to think about it. Like, I challenge people to think differently when it comes to this stuff because people don't always know. Like, hey, if someone say I got this private chef thing and it's going well, but I'm not trying to do it by myself. I'm building a team right now to help other private chefs so that I don't have to do that and I could do something else to help more people. You know what I'm saying? Like, I'm trying to build and expand, build and expand. So, yeah, that's what I'm on.
No, I feel that, man. No, much respect. boy, when you be coming out with them with them Bible scriptures, you be praying, boy. I be like, woo! I needed that. Thank you, God. I needed that for real. You know what I'm saying? Man, I love the fact that you do that. You know what I'm saying? I feel like that comes from like a passion of what you believe in. You feel me? And I feel that coming through the messages, man. I be like going through something, and then suddenly I see your post, and I'm like, damn, man. I'm like, I needed that. I'm like, man, God, see, you be working. You be working, man. You know what I'm saying? They send them messages to people, and then, you know what I'm saying, they deliver the message through them, and it's just crazy sometimes how it works. And I love the message, that you put out through that and through the Son of Man, having different Bible scriptures and stuff like that. It's, you know what I'm saying, it's different. Not a lot of people do that. You know what I'm saying? Of course you want to sell, you know what I'm saying, and profit, but you want to inspire as well. So I appreciate that, and you know what I'm saying?
And make impact, bro.
Exactly.
It's not even about, sometimes for me, when it, just overall, when it comes to anything, when it comes to business, when it comes to faith, even when it comes to cooking, like, what's gonna make the biggest impact? You know what I'm saying? It's me putting on the shirt, the regular, like, blessed on there, or me crossing out Christian and putting in Christ. Like, what's gonna have the biggest impact? And what's gonna make the biggest, like, what's gonna have people thinking about what I just said? Like, I'm a conversation person. Like, I want people, I made this brand in a way where people can have conversations, even with my cooking. Like, I'm just not cooking the same thing you see on your regular timeline.
Not at all.
Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, everything I'm doing is we trying to make impact with what we doing, because we trying to inspire. We trying to inspire people to think, eat, live differently. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Because a lot of us is copycat, bruh.
That's a fact.
Like, a lot of us don't know what we like, what we do, what we want, and it's like, nah, like, we gotta figure out what our own preferences is.
Yeah, that's a fact. Hey, I saw this video. It was what's his name? Marquise Wiley. He got a podcast, and on his podcast he was saying this one conversation that he had with a taxi driver, in Barbados. Had him thinking about it. Like, it's crazy how you had conversations with certain people and it stick out to him. And there was a conversation from the taxi driver in Barbados.
Yeah.
Taxi driver in Barbados said, man, a lot of people don't read the manual on stuff. You know how when you have a phone and then somebody else have a phone, or y'all have the same thing, but y'all had around the same amount of time, but they doing certain stuff. And you're like, how you do that? And they're like, well, I read the manual. I read, on this. A lot of people don't read their own manual.
Yeah.
Like, what makes you you?
Yeah.
What makes you tick?
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? You don't know your own manual.
Yeah.
So if you don't know your manual, you ain't gonna know how to fully get the everything out of you,
Right.
because you don't know your manual.
Right.
So when you said that click, I'm like, you gotta know your manual.
Yeah.
When it comes to anything in life, including yourself.
Yeah. Yeah.
Because you can't just go from the beginning of your story to the end.
Yeah.
And in between, there's nothing there.
Yeah.
Just like you talking about as far as businesses, right?
Yeah.
You can't start a business and then fast forward all the way to the end, expecting it to go from to the bottom to wherever you want it to go.
That's a fact.
Because everything else, everything in between, all those experiences and lessons that you've learned, that's what you're saying. That's what make up your story.
Yeah.
That's a fact.
Be what it is, so that way all that knowledge in between the beginning and the end, you have something to pass down to somebody else.
Yeah, I think about it like this. Like, my purpose in life, what God has put in my like told me, from birth, created in my DNA. My DNA is to challenge people to think differently and live differently. That is my purpose. And you think about leaders. Think about like Steph's purpose in life was to go to the NBA and revolutionize the game so that people could shoot differently, right? That was from birth. That's what he was called to do. You know what I'm saying? He revolutionized the game. Bron revolutionized the game. Yeah. All these people, that was their purpose, right? To like, so for them, you look at it for yourself, it's like, okay, mine might not be that, but what can I impact in my community? What can I impact in my circle? What can I impact around my, you know what I'm saying?
In your own way. Yeah.
In my own way. Yeah. And a lot of people are trying to shoot for, okay, they did that, so I'm gonna follow behind that, but not not looking like what Scoop said, of what's inside of them to make them think differently and move differently and change their circle. You know what I'm saying? Mm. So mine's was to do that for me. And I'm just seeing the fruits of that. You know what I'm saying? Like just being authentically who I am. Like, cause for the longest time I was a follower, bro. I didn't know when y'all knew me, I was not who I am now. You know what I'm saying?
No, that's a fact.
I'm hip.
I never get that one post. It was a long post. It was a long post, and he was saying that you had to look yourself in the mirror. You had to change some things about you. And I remember when I said that, when I read that, I was like, man, because that's take a lot from a person to do.
Yeah.
To look in the mirror, and be like, man, I gotta change some things.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
From a man at that.
From a man. You know what I'm saying? From a grown man to look at yourself like, bro, you gotta do some things different. I had to do the same thing too. Like, bro, like, you gotta change. Yeah. You know what I'm saying? You don't gotta change your whole person, but certain things, how you react to things, how you do things, how you move has to change.
Yeah, and back then I just I ain't had no confidence. I didn't know my preferences. I was following whatever was trendy, whatever was hot. That's what I was doing, and that's what I felt like was the thing to do. And now, you know, we all free thinkers now, but we don't know the road it took to get there. You know what I'm saying? Like, it was some steps. It was some things in the middle that really, really, like, honestly, when I took my relationship with Christ serious, that's when all that came back. I didn't even know that I was capable of opening a business or even doing what I'm doing, private chefing. Like, I couldn't have done that when I was in high school or I was in college. Like, I didn't have that confidence.
Not at all.
I didn't have the self-worth to say, nah, your food is dope enough for people to actually buy it. Yeah. You know what I'm saying? Like, your designs is actually good enough for people to actually put money for it. Like, not like a little bit, but $40, $50, $60, $70. You know what I'm saying? Like, that's where I had to build my confidence in. And that's where Christ honestly builded my confidence to say, you know what? Like, when you actually choose to believe in something higher than yourself, that's when you say, all right, I ain't got to rely on me like that no more. You know what I'm saying? Because it's something bigger than me that's working behind the scenes, you know? So
that old cliche, you know, live life with a purpose.
Yeah.
You know, because, you know, we sometimes get stuck in just going through the motions of trying to figure out which way we want to go, which direction, you know, we want to take our life. And what's important about living is figuring out what works for us, figuring out what we have to offer the world that's unique but different. You know, like you said, Steph revolutionizing the game.
Yeah,
a basketball with the shooting. Like, you know, I think, and like for myself, I feel like my gift is giving back to the world as far as not being afraid to speak on what I feel or how I feel, even when it's not popular.
Yeah.
Right, because, I mean, I've always been like a quiet person.
Yeah.
You know, but
that's a fact.
But being as though when I went away for the military and I came back home, I wasn't the same person. I mean, I'm me. Like, I've always been me, but the confidence, knowing that, okay,
Yeah, it's like getting Sprite from the grocery store to getting Sprite from McDonald's. It hit different. You know what I'm saying?
Nah,
It's like it's the
seriously.
same, but it's not, it hit different.
Nah, seriously, but
What the fuck was that?
nah, seriously though, Vic, you be, like, I can relate to this because people who know me now don't know that I used to be quiet. So y'all can validate this is a fact. Quiet dudes, former quiet dude. God was saying like, yo, like you have something to offer, and you actually doing this podcast. And you putting on your Instagram, John, Vic pod host, is the biggest step ever because we would have never thought that this would be the guy to have a podcast. We thought this guy would have had a podcast first. You know what I'm saying? Because he was louder. People would have said, oh, that makes more sense. But this is more impactful because it's like, oh, I didn't see that coming. You know what I'm saying? And that's what, when we don't see it coming, but it's really somebody who like we respect too, that's when we listen.
And see,
You know what
part
I'm
of
saying?
it, part of it too is I knew he always wanted to do this too.
Yeah.
And so when I invited him as a guest one day, I didn't think it would be what it is now.
Yeah.
And he, you know, after that show, even like when we brought him on like full time, he was like, "Yeah, I was gonna come back full time."
Yeah.
But part of it too was me giving back to him, knowing that okay, I'm gonna invite you on as a guest, you know, but then it went so well. But at the same time, I knew that this is something that he always wanted to do. So when he expressed it to me, I was like, "Well, I'll be down." Okay.
Yeah. Yeah.
Okay. And so that's part of what I think what I have to offer the world is, you know, like no matter where I go, whatever I touch, I'm pulling somebody along with me
Yeah.
to we're gonna tackle this together.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Because if they just as passionate about what it is I'm doing, all right, yeah, let's expand.
It's one thing that I see that from people we ignore the obvious.
Yeah.
We ignore the obvious. Like it took a while for me to realize what I wanted to do. Now, granted, I'm not where I want to be in life, but I know what I want to do, and that's a big burden off your shoulders. Cause like not only it's tough when you like not where you want to be in life and you don't know what to do. That's like the double, you know.
Yeah.
But when you know, it's like a burden left off your shoulders, and it's like with me, I was just like, what am I good at? What am I good at? Just, you know, it was a time where I just had to throw. I was like, bro, you're not making it to the league. It's just not happening.
Yeah.
It's just not happening, bro. It's just not happening. You know what I'm saying? So I was just like, what I do? You know what I'm saying? And it just clicked. You know what I'm saying? When people, you know, when you hear over and over, like, bro, you should be on somebody's show.
Yeah.
While you're not on somebody's stage, you should do this. You should do that. And you're like, bro, that's it.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Like a lot of people, you know, just gloss over that obvious fact about yourself. That's from coming from not reading your own manual.
Yeah.
And you ignore that, and it's been in front of your face the whole time.
Yeah.
You ever had a conversation with somebody, they don't know what you like, they don't know what they want to do in life, and then you really have a conversation with them, they might what you like, you like, well, I want to do this, and da-da-da.
Yeah.
That's it.
Yeah.
Now you don't know how you going to do. This is two different things. What you need to know what you want to do and then how to do it.
Yeah.
Now that's two different things.
Yeah.
You don't know how to do it.
Yeah.
You know what you want to do. You don't know how to do it.
Yeah.
And that's how you got to figure out how to do that.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? We ignore all that. You know what I'm saying? Like,
I
go
think there's
ahead.
a lot of times how we was raised too. Like we don't. Like I was having a conversation with a family member, and I told them, like when I was young, when I was like 25, 26,
I chose to follow my purpose over just doing what the cultural norm was to do, right? But the cultural norm is like, as a man, you should be moving out your house. You should, you know, get 2 jobs, you know, do the struggle apartment thing. And then, you know, you, as a man, you doing what you quote unquote supposed to do, right? But there's a lot of dudes that's doing that, but they don't know what they want to do with their lives. So they ended up making these stupid decisions in that thing. And then they feel lost at 30, right? I found my purpose at 25. And I followed that, and I read the most books I've ever read. I opened the most businesses I ever did, and I used. I'm 28 now. I'm coming out, about to be in my 30s. Like, I use my 20s to better me as a man mentally. You know what I'm saying? Mentally, a lot of us try to develop that after 30 or 40 years old, and then it's too late, right? It's family time. It's time to be a father, and that's why we start to see like why these fathers ain't really the right, because they didn't use their 20s to develop anything. You know what I'm saying?
You see these
like,
videos acting like high schoolers.
All right.
My
Don't make no damn sense.
It's the mindset. No, you put you right though. It's the mindset, bro.
Right?
It's the mindset.
Like my pastor said one time, there's a lot of. He said a stat one time about there's a lot about men. He said there's men after they graduate from high school, or not even graduate from high school, graduate from middle school, they stop reading. Like, they haven't read a book since middle school. Like, I forget the percent on that, but he talks about it often. He was like, yo, leaders read, bro. If you're a man and you want to lead a household, this is the thing. Us men want to be leaders in our household. We want our girl to respect us. We want our bosses to respect us, but we don't have no knowledge. Like, what are they going to respect? Like, what are they going to respect? You as a man? Oh, they going to respect, because I lay it down in bed? Because the sex is, can we say that?
Yeah, we got.
Yeah, like,
Nah, that's
what are they respecting?
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
You know what I'm saying? Like, if you ain't got nothing to bring to the table, what are you doing?
Because you could be leading them to a cliff.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
And you not even know it.
And not even know it.
Because I was just telling a friend last night, I was like,
yeah, we preaching now.
I was telling a friend last night, she just broke up with her boyfriend. And I was saying, you did the right thing. You don't even need to be sad. Like, because he wasn't someone who you respected. Black women need to be with men who they respect.
Hit that bell.
If you don't respect that man, if you can't follow that man as a leader, then therefore he's not someone who you need to be with in a romantic relationship.
Boy.
Because listen, our women, and I love them. Our women, and I love them. Sing that song. I love them. They will be patient with you. They will be loyal to you. They will cook you dinner. They will make sure, they will even
good women.
Hey, listen, file an application for you, find you a job, all that. But you will not step up and be a leader. You won't even say what you want to do with your career. You won't even find it. Bro, you got it. That's nothing to be respected, bro.
That's glory.
You have, as men, and there's not enough people who saying this to us as men. We have to have something for them to follow. And it's just not you being 6 foot and you, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Getting money from all these different sources, but you don't have a job.
What's the plan?
What's the plan? What do you do? How do you do it? How do you use your voice? How do you know what I'm saying? Like, I just looked at Kanye. I don't know, this is controversial, but say, let's talk about it.
No, go ahead, bro. Yeah.
Kanye didn't want his daughter, North, on TikTok. And they was having a big debate about that.
Oh, I did hear about that.
I just got the update, like, before I walked in. Kanye got his lawyers to take down his daughter's TikTok because she's 8 years old and that platform's for 13-year-olds. He was telling Kim,
I don't want my daughter on that because she's not ready.
Yeah.
As a black father, he's saying the right thing because he's stepping up and protecting his family, not only with his voice, but legally as well, because he knows she's not ready to be exposed to that.
It's poison.
That's what men do. Kim doing that, and we gonna talk facts. Kim
Go ahead,
doing that old like being liberal and like, oh, she wants to express herself. She's an 8-year-old who wants to express herself on this platform. But yeah, she can express herself in other ways.
Exactly.
She's 8 years old.
Right.
She doesn't need to be on social media to express that at 8 years old. We don't have black fathers that's doing that. A black father who's a rapper, one of the best rappers, doing that and saying that publicly. I don't want my kids on that. That's what black fathers do.
Yep.
They say, no, you can't do that.
Don't let kids be kids. Bro.
Yes.
Let kids be kids, bro. Man, it was certain terms that we ain't learned until we was about teenagers in biology and all that.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? I ain't know nothing about transvestites and none of that until I was in Mr. Don Pray class.
You know how awkward sex education was in middle school?
Fool, we was like,
We was like, dang.
Yeah, we was like, damn.
Yeah. Hey, man.
Remember the first time you saw a woman diagram of their body?
Yeah, I was like,
Six Flags. We was like, God damn, what's going on in here? They got all that. What is ovaries? What is that? They got 2 sets of kidneys.
bruh.
What is that? They didn't know what was going on. You know what I'm saying? Like, nowadays a sex education, like they like, duh, we know that, duh.
But
like,
kids,
damn,
listen,
like,
you gotta let kids be ignorant though.
exactly. That bliss, that ignorant bliss,
bro.
Yeah, oh
Yeah,
my God.
yeah.
Like we want to expose them to so much.
Yeah, bro. Like,
And he's
God,
like, nah, like as men we have this thing in us. It's like, no, you're not ready for that yet.
you're not.
You know, like your pops. You know, you trying to drive or whatever, and you know you get in the car with him. He tell you, yo, you can't whip yet. You're not ready. You need more time. You know what I'm saying? Like your pops will do that. Your mom, you know, she's, hey baby, go ahead and do it, and that's what she's supposed to do. Encourage you. Right. Your pops is there to say, no, you're not ready.
You're not ready yet.
Go back and learn. Go back in the gym.
And it's,
you know what I'm saying?
And it's okay for young men and young women to not, more so, but pertaining to us as men, it's okay not to be ready.
Yeah.
That's it.
It's okay not to be ready.
Like it's okay.
Because financially, us as men, we don't hit our peak until like 40, 45.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? We're not even 30 yet. But we want to rush to where we want to get to. Relax. We're going to get there.
Yeah. Yeah.
We're going to get there.
Like in this fast climate, in this fast culture, we got so much access to everything.
That's a fact.
We got too much access.
And it's like gratification.
Instant, right? And I'm gonna respect any leader who's saying no, chill, wait on that. You know what I'm saying? Like, go do something else. Go find somewhere else. Like, TikTok is not the platform for you, baby. I love you, but sometimes we don't understand that love is correction sometimes.
Facts.
Love is correction. And we have to be able to correct our children.
Structure.
That's what fathers bring.
Structure.
Like, when I was talking to my friend, like, yo, if a man isn't bringing structure to your life, but is making your life dysfunctional, that's not the man for you.
Facts.
And we're going to call Ye crazy and all that, but he's bringing structure to his family.
Facts.
He's saying, no, we're going to have you. I love you. You want to be on social media and all that? That's great. But not on this platform. Nah.
You're not ready.
Not right now.
You're not ready yet.
Not right now. And I know your mom blew up on it. I blew up on it too. No. No. And that's what we got to have, bro.
We gotta protect what's ours. You know what I'm saying? We gotta make smart decisions when it comes to that. You can't be mad at the fact that somebody's okay. It's some things you can see somebody saying out of hate, and you can tell when somebody's saying something out of love.
Yeah,
you know what I'm saying? Like, love is be able to say something, be uncomfortable, say that, be in them uncomfortable situations, say the things that you don't want to hear that you need to hear.
The fathers
you know
going
what
to
I'm
do
saying?
that.
And you got to do that. There's not a lot of men being men standing on that. Standing 10 toes on it.
Yeah.
But in everything, not just
not just everything, but you know what I'm saying. Yeah, I get what you're saying.
Yeah,
you know what I'm saying. Like they need to do that.
Yeah.
and stand on that. You know what I'm saying. I'm not hating. I'm not trying to be. You know what I'm saying. I'm not trying to, restrict you from doing what you want to do because with this new generation, they extremely free.
Yeah.
They extremely
no
liberal,
restrictions,
sometimes
bro.
you gotta control that. You know what I'm saying? Because it's okay to be different, but you don't have to be different. It's like this generation, they have to be different. You don't have to be different. Yeah. You don't have to go outside and do all this. It's okay to do it, but you don't have to do it. Two different things. Okay to do it, but you don't have to do it. Be your damn self.
Listen, I was watching this show, and this lady commented and said, and she made a great point. I was watching this show, Euphoria, right? It's a show about high schoolers. It show got
that show's wild.
Zendaya in it.
That show's wild.
I ain't never seen it.
Listen,
that show's wild.
It's supposed to be about high school, but she said this show is not for children, right? Now it's on HBO Max. First of all, I wasn't allowed to watch HBO when I was a kid. Let's kids shows are not on HBO.
It's a reason why we got TV ratings and shit like that.
I don't even see TV ratings no more.
But what? I don't. So I remember that Y7, you know what I'm saying? All that, the general
14.
Yeah.
None of that come up no more. Right?
Hey, nephew be looking at stuff like this. I be like, bro, you should be watching.
Y'all remember some of the stuff that used to come on Adult Swim late at night while we sleeping?
That shit used to be wild.
Now come on in the middle of the day.
Nah, don't let you be sleep when you was first asleep and you was watching 106 in Park and you wake up at 4 o'clock in the morning and it was right? Boy, what?
They used to, but back in the day we had some respect. Like, yo, we gonna put this on the late night.
It was censorship.
Yeah. Now it's no censorship.
Now you see them booty cheeks at 2 o'clock in the afternoon. You're like,
but I gotta respect anybody. I gotta respect anybody who's saying, you know what? I see that's what's happening because I can see that. Like as men, we hunters and we able to see the prey before it comes, right? Like I see it coming, and I'm going to protect my family from this attack. You know what I'm saying? Like I see that they're doing this and they're trying to play with our kids and they're trying to do something wild to our kids with this social media and this entertainment stuff. So as a man, I gotta have some foresight. You need to have some vision to be able to see, hey, nah, I'm not gonna allow that, and I gotta protect them from this. And yeah, I'm gonna respect my wife, and she gonna take it as an attack because that's what people call everything that's correction is an attack. But
fuck that. It's not no goddamn attack.
You know what I'm saying?
It's called providing structure for your family, man.
Yeah,
we gotta stop with this cancel culture bullshit.
Yeah.
Everything a man does is an attack or is toxic. Fuck that. No, man. It's about structure. It's about vision.
Or it's homophobic.
Come on, man.
Don't get me on that. Don't get me started on that.
Why? Man, don't get me started on that.
This is why I'm pro vagina. That don't mean I'm anti-gay. You know what I'm saying? That doesn't mean that. I'm into being a man when it is meant to be a man. Why is it that a crime against the LGBTQ community? Why is that? I just want to be a man. That's it. You know what I'm saying? And I want to promote men being men. So when I call out this heterosexual male like Westbrook wearing this goddamn dress, look, if that was your preference, if you was part of the community, I wouldn't have an issue. It's the fact that you call yourself a black father and is a family man, and you up there with a damn dress showing your cleavage.
Right, confusing everybody.
And historically, anytime a white man has put a black man in a dress,
hey, talk about it.
They've emasculated that man in their circles, right?
Talk about it.
They try to present it to us as fashion, but in reality, this emasculating them, and they're laughing in their own circles. But we don't see that.
That's why I was saying. That's why I was last show. That's why I was saying he was paid to do that.
Yes. That was at a fashion show. That was at a major fashion show in Paris,
And anytime in the past where I've seen them put on them dresses, whether it be Kid Cudi, whether it be A$AP Rocky, whether it be Westbrook or any of these dudes, it's always been a paid function where they tried to promote, quote unquote, promote.
Had a dress on? I thought he had
multiple dresses on, but yeah.
I saw him with a couple blouses.
And congratulations to him, but
yeah,
he wore
that's
dress.
my dog though. I saw him with a couple blouses, but I ain't never seen no full on dress.
Let's pull it out.
I mean, I'm
Pull it out.
Yeah, what's the name? Damn. What? Yeah, that's
We
that's
not
a
doing.
point.
We're not doing that shit for free.
How much?
Right. But see,
Think about it.
But
think about how much money Westbrook
A lot of these
has
dudes will sell their
and
soul to
made,
these fashion dudes for free,
and
bro.
like-
It don't matter, bro.
Yeah.
It don't matter.
You know, a lot
I
of
get what you're saying. Like,
Yeah, and I get what's the name was trying to do, what Kid Cudi was trying to do, but that shit.
nah, bro.
I love Kid Cudi, but that
It's just
threw
like
me
a
off.
bro. Like, you don't have to do.
You don't have to do that.
You don't have to
I
do
understand you fuck with Kurt Cobain, and that was because
Yeah,
he did it.
yeah, but that's a white man.
I understand that, but you had to go. You went on Saturday Night Live and do that. Like, damn, dog.
I ain't trying to listen. I'm not trying to promote a white man's legacy. That's just not what I'm into. Right? As a black leader in my community, I'm just not trying to promote that, right? So I understand that's your friend and all that, but I can commemorate and tribute to him in a different way.
yeah,
That's it.
yeah.
Because in my community, this is looked at as tap dancing and emasculation. Because that's what they've done to us historically to put our people down. Straight up.
That's a fact.
I mean, they take us out of the homes.
Right?
That's a fact.
Right? Like, dress us up, do the little minstrel stuff, and put us in these little dresses, put these red lipsticks all over us, paint our face black, all that. Like, nah.
You know what's crazy?
I can't even associate with anything close to that no more.
Yeah, you know what's crazy? I was looking at this video and they was showing like how they used to have, you know, in carnivals, how they used to have stops where you can throw stuff at, you know, at us. You know what I'm saying? And then I realized where the dunk tape was originated. It was originated throwing at black people, dumping them in. It wasn't water either. I forgot what it was. It
was something
wasn't
wild.
water that it was
something
getting
wild.
dumped into. It was something wild. And I'm like,
Like some acid or something.
it was something crazy. And I'm like, dude, like, it's crazy to the fact that
And
some
that
of
was
the
a
innocent
sport.
stuff, and some of the innocent stuff like dump tanks, what kind of
Yeah, you got to look at the origins of
the
this
origins
stuff.
of that? I'm like, damn.
Like, the origins of black men wearing dresses is not pretty, bro. It's just not. Like, that was
Bull,
that
what
was
was it
some
called? The bull
slavery.
breaking, what's it called? When they take the biggest man, the strongest black dude, and then, you know,
Break them down.
break him down
Yeah.
for the earth. You know what I'm saying? I don't got no problem with people, you know, that's gay, and that's your preference. If you want to be that, that's fine. But you can't tell me it's not an initiative to push that on our community.
Yeah.
It is.
You know what I'm saying? Because it's the same reason why they did the little 3 strikes
Yeah.
and the 92 bill, crime bill, and all that, is to take the man out of the strongest person in the family is the man.
Yeah.
And they want to break that black man down.
Yeah.
And they did that with that, and they also doing it with this movement. Now, if you're black and you gay, that's cool.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? But you don't have to push it in every narrative. You don't have to do that.
Here's the thing.
But see, I'm
And they using that to do that,
I'll
bro.
make this point real quick.
No, go ahead.
They're using people in that community, and they're using women to attack men.
Yeah.
That's a fact.
Yeah.
Specifically,
White people
black
are
men.
pushing black women and people in that community
And
to
white
attack
women.
us.
And
Yeah,
white women.
yeah. Oh yeah, Karen's all that.
Yeah.
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 They're pushing all of them towards us. So people that should be on our side, our own people that are in those communities, they're pushing an agenda that they don't even realize that they're pushing.
Yeah.
That shit don't make no sense.
It's and it comes off as liberal, right? We're for everyone and we're not against this, but in reality, See, like a lot of the leaders that we respect now was hated back then. Martin Luther King, when he died, was the most hated man in America. Malcolm X was the most hated man in his community when he died. Like, it wasn't like these were real leaders, but these were real leaders of what we were saying. They were speaking unpopularly. And see, now when black leaders rise up and they try to speak unpopularly, we do the cancel culture thing and pull up stuff from the past so we can shoot them down. You know what I'm saying?
But you can go overboard though, like Dr. Umar. You can go a little overboard.
But Umar's overboard.
He be saying some facts, but like
Umar's overboard.
I be like, dude.
Umar's overboard.
I be like, dude.
But at the same thing, I gotta respect
Yeah.
a man that's trying to pull his people up, that's from the hood, and that's really doing that. Like, I gotta respect that. But they'll do the smear thing and they do the meme thing, and that's because they're trying to water down the message.
That's a fact.
You know what I'm saying? Because the message is pure. And he's educating us on things that we've never heard before.
I pay attention. I listen to the message and outcomes.
Yeah.
That's it.
Yeah.
So if you're bringing outcomes to the community and you're pushing a message out there that's going to create action, that's going to evolve into outcomes, I'm with you. Even if you white, you know what I'm saying? If you're pushing outcomes that's going to help our community as well, like, I'm with you.
Now,
I'm with you.
Now, what you just said, Scoop, about people who go overboard, in the comments they saying, let's talk about Kevin Samuels.
That's a fact.
He might go a little overboard. What y'all think?
A little.
What y'all think about him?
A little overboard.
Because we gotta bring some nuance to it as well.
Yeah, I mean, he be both of them shoot truth bullets, but both of them be wild.
I mean, Kevin, his delivery is that way for a reason, because first of all, Kevin is for black men.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? So his delivery is the way that it is because statistics would tell you that women, we initiate marriage, or right? We initiate marriage, relationship, they leave it.
Yeah.
Why? Right? Now, we get infidelity happens. All right, cool. We're not talking about that. We talking about irreconcilable differences.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? The thing with we were just talking about with Kanye and his daughter.
Yeah.
Divorces happen over shit like that.
Yes.
You know what I'm saying?
Literally.
So you're gonna break up your home over us having a split difference over how we should do things with our child. Okay.
Yeah.
All right.
Yeah.
Now, and that's why a lot of men to this day, like now, like our age, don't want to get married.
Yeah.
Because what's the benefit for us?
Yeah.
But a headache and ruin our pockets.
Now, here's the thing.
Even though I still want to get married,
There's some people who would say Kevin talks to black women in a way that is very demeaning.
okay. That's one thing that I can say that he does that Dr. Umar don't do.
Yeah, Umar don't do that.
He both sides with it though. The same way that Kevin Samuels speak to women, he speak to men.
Facts.
Even harder. He
Facts.
go even harder on men.
And that's what they don't
He
talk
go
about.
even harder on men. Because here's the thing.
Man.
He wasn't as famous when he was talking to the dudes.
No.
He was
This is
famous
true.
now
This is
because he was talking to the females, bro, and telling them harsh ass
Bro.
things that they need to hear.
'Cause
There's some things I think is bullshit that he be saying.
I don't agree with
You know
everything
what
that
I'm
he
saying?
said.
I think the same take that you have for Stephen A. Smith when he say he picks and chooses when it comes to how he speaks to women, I think it's the same way Kevin Samuel is when it comes to women.
Thank
because,
you.
Because I think sometimes there's certain women that remind him of his exes, which he has plenty of.
Who is Stephen A. paid
That's one thing. That's one thing I can't say. That he will keep it consistent when it comes to every dude, and overall they keep the same energy. But when this comes to some females he talked to, he gives energy, certain energy to some females than other females.
Who you talking about?
There was a recent joke that went viral. I think Shade Room posted it. That he was. I forget exactly what. If y'all
Was
was
he talking
seeing
about the most recent one? He was talking about How much sex they should have?
Yeah.
That was kind of wild.
He told the women if you should not go on dates after 5 p.m. Because if you go on a date after 5 p.m., sex should be on the table.
I agree with that.
I don't agree, bro.
What the hell? How do you?
You can't tell.
Hold on. First of all,
5 p.m. Now it might have been posted out of context, but you're telling
That's not booty call hours. When did 5 o'clock become booty call hours?
okay, look.
5 p.m.
What he's saying is okay. Let's not bullshit ourselves.
I wish I could find that. I wish you could
I'm
play
not
that clip.
expecting no pussy at 7:30.
No, see, but that's not what he was saying. It's not that you expect it. Do we want it? Men and women, do we want it? Yes.
I think we want it at any time. I think men want it at any time.
Exactly. So if you take a woman out like 2, 3, 4, 5 times, right? I'll say more than 3 times, and nothing's happened yet. What the fuck are you doing?
Well, far sexually or period?
Just in general.
Oh, okay.
Because you're not taking her out not to get to that point.
No, I mean, if that was your end goal,
Here's the thing, bro.
that's not your end goal.
This is what we got to tell men. Men have to have self-control.
Well, that too, yeah.
We have to hold our men accountable when it comes to this.
You don't have to hit every
We
joint.
can't say, "Oh, women don't go out after 5," because it sounds like oh, if a man want to have sex with you after 5, you should be cool with it. And it's like you should just accept that. So it's like, wait, nah. Like she shouldn't have to accept that. No. A man has to have control over what he does and what he wants to do, regardless of the time. Like we have to say, because there's some men that say, well, and this is what we talk about, something deep. Well, she was out at this time, so she got what was coming. It's like,
nah. I don't agree with that.
Nah, bro. Like we gotta have some parameters around how we date and how we use our sexual energy towards women. That's.
I mean,
that has to be in the message.
I mean, yeah. At the end of the day, consent is still like a real thing.
A real thing, right? But some of these niggas don't know consent.
Well,
A lot of, and let's be honest, a lot of these niggas don't know consent.
Yeah.
A lot. And that needs to be a message, because we could look at the same way we're going to say women aren't, getting dates after 5 p.m. We could look at the men who's out here sexually assaulting women after 5 p.m., 6 p.m., 7 p.m.
Well, before that,
there's more numbers on that than them. So it's like,
I think more so what he was saying is if you're taking a woman out in the evening, it tends to be a romantic type of thing, right? So as a man, if you're already fronting the bill 9 times out of 10, right? You haven't opened your wallet for this woman.
Yeah.
What are you getting out of it?
I got something to that. And I agree with you on that. But there's the other side of that is some men feel like because I fronted this bill that you owe me some pussy.
That I agree with that.
And not even that you owe me, that I'm demanding it.
Right.
That I'm demanding it, right? And that's the message that we have to tell men. And some of these niggas don't even know what the word consent means. Mm-hmm. They don't even know that I shouldn't do it because I paid. In my mind, I'm owed this thing. Mm-hmm. And it's like, no, bro. Nah. Just because you pay for it, it doesn't even matter. Now some of these girls, they get paid and they do things for that check too. I'm coming for that too. Yeah. Right? But some of these dudes do not understand. Some of these dudes don't understand, there's no expectation on vagina, bro. You should have no expectation on anything that's coming with her, bro. Mm-hmm. That is her choice to give it to you or not. That's it.
And it's your choice to take it or not.
Yeah. and the bill, you fronting the bill and you putting money up on it, does not guarantee you that you gonna get them draws at the end of the night.
That's a fact.
Right.
That's a fact. You can probably, you know,
Right.
be like hope for that.
You can
hope for that.
hope for that.
Right.
You can hope for that.
Right.
A lot of
You know
niggas
what I'm
just say
saying?
F hope. If I paid,
Yeah.
if I took you to Tao, if I took you to these like Eddie V's or whatever,
Yeah.
I should. No.
Here's the thing, John. What dudes be having the game fucked up at. You know what I'm saying? First of all, don't set yourself up for failure. You know what I'm saying? Don't set yourself up for failure. Do certain things. If that's your end goal, right?
Yeah.
As long as that's your end goal. If that's not your end goal, so it shouldn't matter to you.
Yeah.
But if that's your end goal, don't do certain things
Yeah.
for a female that you don't know you about to get the pussy from.
Yeah.
Do something. If you're willing to do something for that, you know, be something that's worth it. That you know is a good chance that I might get some
Yeah.
Don't get, you know what I'm saying? Don't put all your eggs in one basket and then get mad that Shawty ain't rolling like that. You should have read the situation.
Yeah.
You wasn't reading the situation right, and you decided to get this girl lobster shrimp with the garlic butter.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? And you mad that you ain't getting no cheese. That's your fault.
Pay attention to the
That's your
signs.
fault for reading the situation wrong. You know what I'm saying? Like, no, I'm not about to do that. I'm not put all this work in when I know I'm not about to get no cheek.
And I'm
You
not
feel me?
blaming women
And
for
I'm not
going
gonna
out
blame
after
you.
5.
Exactly.
Right.
I'm not gonna be mad at the fact that you didn't give me cheeks.
Yeah.
Right.
That's fact.
You know what I'm saying? And first of all, now as a grown man, I don't date girls I have sex with, like a sexual relationship with. I don't.
Yeah.
I keep them separate.
Yeah.
If that was your intention in mind, if that's what you want to do, go get a freak, bro.
On my mother. That's what was something like it was a girl I was
and
trying to talk to.
And I don't endorse this, but if you want prostitution, go get that. But
I
these
don't-
girls not prostitutes that you dating.
Just go pay for it.
Go pay,
I'm not paying.
right?
Me personally, I ain't doing it.
Right. I don't endorse this.
Right.
But if that's what you want to do, don't come to that girl
Right.
who's expecting a date thinking
Right.
that you trying to pay her for prostitution, bro.
I hate that, but I hate when people be like, "Well, you doing the same thing as you taking her on a date." Okay, taking her out on a date and paying her directly, that's two different things, bro.
You courting her,
Stop
bro.
it, bro. You know what I'm saying? What are you talking about? Okay, she ate good. You know what I'm saying? She got a couple drinks. I didn't pay her damn phone bill. You know what I'm saying? Like, what the hell are you talking about? Like, they didn't go straight to her pocket.
Yeah.
John, you got any closing remarks before we
Nah, man.
get out of here?
Nah, man. I see a couple people coming on the live. I don't know. So I guess people following me and stuff like that. So, yeah, man.
Anything you want people to look out for?
I got a Valentine's Day package coming next week.
Okay.
I seen that. I seen that menu. I said, man, I wish I had somebody to do that with.
Yeah. Go follow me on Salt and Light for the menu.
Okay.
It's all link in the bio. Got a couple packages. Super dope. I have all the menus for y'all. Super great. And yeah, that's all.
All right, brother.
Clothing brand page again.
Sutterman, SUNMAMAN _ 2 times.
All right, y'all. That is it for today's show. Thank y'all for tuning in. This is Spade of Spades podcast. Y'all be safe. Y'all have a beautiful weekend. Be safe. We are out of here. Peace.
So.